So if you remember, in the first video I've mentioned that Java and Kotlin is interoperable, which means you can call a Java code from Kotlin and you can call Kotlin code from Java. But is it really possible? Because we have never seen this before, right? In fact, I don't know if you know about this concept, but then you can call a C functions using Java. You can call a Java functions using C programming, but that can be done with the help of some interface in between. We have to use JNI. If you don't know about it, it is called as Java Native Interface. So we have to use some layer in between if you are working with different languages. But what about Kotlin and Java? Do we need to add something in between? What if I say you don't have to do that? It will directly work with each other. So just to explain that, what I will do is I will just remove all this extra code from here. Let's ignore that alien class for time being. I will create another class. In fact, I will delete this class from here because I don't want this alien class anymore. So I will be making the same class using Java code now. So let me just delete this file. It's here and delete. So I'm deleting that alien class, right? Now what I will do is I will create a Java code and I will say new, and you can see that this is a Kotlin project, but we have a Java option there. So if I click on Java class, let's create a class called as alien. Okay, click on OK. Now, if you know Java, what we do is we create a class. We got a class here, and inside this class, let's say if I want a variable, again we'll go for only one variable just for the example here, and the variable I want is private string name. So this is the variable I want, right? Now, once I got this variable, I also need getters and setters because that's how you work in Java. So I will right click this and I will say generate. Where's that? It's here. Generate getters and setters for this variable, and we got that. So you can see we got getters and setters as well. Now the question arises, this is a Kotlin code. So on the left hand side, which the file we have here, that's a Kotlin code, and the file we have on the right hand side is Java code. You can also see the extension. This is .java, this is .kt. Question arises, can I create object of alien here? And the answer is yes. How? In the same way, the way you create object of a Kotlin class. You simply say var, you say, let's go for a different alien now. This time we'll go for Navin. Just have a nickname there. Let's go for Telusko, and we'll say equal to, we can simply say alien, and that's it. You got an object now. It's that easy to work with Java and Kotlin. But then can you assign the values now? We got the object. Can you assign the values? Now, if you remember, in Java, if you want to assign the value for this name, the only way is to use getters and setters, right? You have to use setName to set the value, and you have to use getName to get the values. Example, I would say Telusko.setName equal setName in bracket, you can mention Navin, and you can say Telusko.getName, it will give you Navin. But in case of Kotlin, what you have to do is you just have to say Telusko dot. You don't have to say getName or setName here. You can simply say name. If you say name equal to, that means you're assigning the value. It will call setName by default. Let's try this. I know this is awesome, right? So if we'll say Navin, and we have assigned the value. Let's verify. How do I verify? I will simply say println, and let me just print the value of this. Now, how do I fetch a value? I can simply say Telusko dot, where's dot? It's dot, and I will say name. So it will give me name. And if let's verify by running this code, and if I run this code, okay, we can see we got the output as Navin. That means we can directly assign the values with the help of equal to symbol, and we can fetch the value. You don't have to call setters, and you don't have to call a getter, because Kotlin will do that for you in the backend. Okay, so this is the awesome thing about Kotlin. Now you might be wondering what happens behind the scene, because you are compiling this code, right? So yes, all these files will be compiled and it will be there in your code. But then in Java we get a class file, right? What about Kotlin? Kotlin also gives you class file because it runs on Java platform. Okay, so let's verify. So you can see we got src folder here. In src we have alien.java, which is your Java file, and we got firstcode.kt, which is your Kotlin code. And if you see the output here, if I go to demo, you can see we got class files. For alien also we got class file, and for first code also we got a class file. Just to mention that this was from Kotlin, we also got kt there, right? So everything at the end gets converted into bytecode, and that's what runs on JVM, right? So this is the proof that your code runs on JVM, right? So yeah, so that's how you can assign the values using, so that's how you can combine Kotlin and Java together. So that's it from this video. We have talked about Kotlin and Java working together with the help of getters and setters. So that's it. In the next video, we'll talk about something else. So do subscribe and like this video.